Yo, what is up, guys? James Carter TV here for my 2015 NBA Finals predictions and pick. I waited a while to make this video because I'm really conflicted. We have two teams, the Cleveland Cavaliers, whom I picked to win the NBA championship before the regular season, and you have the Golden State Warriors, the team whom I picked to win the NBA Finals before the playoffs. So either way, I'm right in some capacity, but it's such a hard prediction to make because we are really talking about when they're healthy. And the Cleveland isn't entirely healthy, but they're healthy enough with Kyrie Irving. We are talking about two teams that are pretty evenly matched. But with that said, I am picking the Golden State Warriors to win this series in 6 games, and for Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson and Steve Kerr and everyone else on that team to win their first NBA championship, and allow me to go into why. The Golden State Warriors throughout the entire regular season and throughout the playoffs were the best team in the NBA, and that has been consistent from the very beginning of the season. They've been the best. They won 67 games, which ranks up there highest with the best teams ever in NBA history. I mean, the greatest team ever, Chicago Bulls, only won 5 more games than the Golden State Warriors won this season. They won a lot of games, people. We can't forget that. And yet this is being overlooked. This is one of the greatest teams record-wise in NBA history. And I understand that they're young. And we like to say they're young, they're inexperienced. Hell, they came from 2-1 down against the Memphis Grizzlies. They won when they had to win. And then they obliterated the Houston Rockets for the most part. It was 5 games, but that's obliteration for me. While the Cleveland Cavaliers did sweep the Atlanta Hawks, and the Atlanta Hawks were a good team in their own right, but that is just not as convincing for me. I don't buy into the fact that the Cleveland Cavaliers are the best team in the NBA, that they're better than the Golden State Warriors that have been battle-tested, that have been going up against the tough Western Conference throughout the entire season, throughout the playoffs. The Western Conference is not even close to the Eastern Conference in terms of talent level and the amount of success that it is proven in the Western Conference throughout the season and throughout the playoffs. I mean, the Western Conference is up here and the Eastern Conference is down there, and because of that, we don't really know what's going to happen when the Cleveland Cavaliers finally go up against a great Western Conference team in a whole series. And I have my suspicions. And everyone wants to keep talking about LeBron James, and I know he's great. But he's made 6 straight finals, or maybe it's 5 straight finals. I don't care. I think it's 5 straight finals. I don't care. Here's the reason why he's made 5 straight finals. Throughout those past 5 years, each and every single of those past 5 years, except for maybe the first one you can make an argument, but throughout each of those past 5 years, which other team in the Eastern Conference even deserved to make the finals, man? I mean, honestly, the only one you can make an argument would be the Celtics in 2011. That's it. And they weren't even that good. The reason LeBron James has made 5 straight finals is because for the past 5 years, there has not been another superpower in the Eastern Conference. There's been good teams. The Bulls have been, maybe Derrick Rose is healthy for, a playoffs or 2, but he hasn't been healthy for most of the time there. The Indiana Pacers, what? I mean, come on. There haven't been superpowers in the Eastern Conference, so of course LeBron James, when he's in the Eastern Conference, is going to make the finals 5 straight times. This is not rocket science. While in the Western Conference, hello, you have superpowers. You have difficult teams that you have to go through consistently year after year after year. Good luck making 5 straight finals there. But in the Eastern Conference, of course LeBron James is going to make 5 straight finals. There's not any other team in that 5-year period that was good enough to make those finals. they're just not good enough. The Pacers were the best team. Pacers were the best team throughout the LeBron James era in Miami, and then when he moved on to the Cleveland, the best team now is the Atlanta Hawks. I mean, come on, these are not great teams we're talking about. LeBron James has gone up against in the Eastern Conference. He's gone to the finals. He's lost to the Spurs. He did twice, and then he did win 2 of the finals, and that's good and that's great. But if he really wants to prove something to me, beat one of the best teams in NBA history in this series, then he definitely could do that. I thought he'd do that before the season, but from what I've seen from the Cavaliers, I don't think they're good enough as this team. This team, the Warriors, is really good. They're a really good basketball team. And that's why they have the reigning MVP on their team, is Stephen Curry. And here's the internal struggle that I'm having. If LeBron James is able to win this series, is able to defeat the Golden State Warriors, one of the best record teams in NBA history, without Kevin Love, with Kyrie Irving will be their good sidekick there, he will officially be one of my top 10 NBA players of all time. But championships matter to me, not finals appearances, because as I just articulated to you all, I don't care, because the Eastern Conference has been weak for almost ever, it seems like. For the past 5 years, it's been weak. So, if LeBron James, though, is able to win his 3rd championship out of his 6 attempts, okay, which isn't a great percentage of winning, mind you. If he's able to do that, then I will officially make him a top 10 player in the NBA. But as for now, he's in about the 15 area. He has some climbing to do. But if he's able to will his team to victory, then I will grant him that. I will say, okay, you know what? You did play in a weak Eastern Conference, but you came back and you beat one of the best teams record-wise in NBA history. Good for you. But I need to see it, and I don't think I'm going to see it, because the Warriors, like I've said again and again and again in this very video, have been by far the best team in the NBA. They're going to continue to be the best team in the NBA, and I have them winning in 6 games. And that means the 6 games are going to be in Cleveland. Yeah, you betcha. I think they're going to win there. Maybe 7. You know, I'm not going to discount that. And maybe the Cavaliers win the thing. Maybe I'm wrong on this, but even if I'm wrong, I'm right, because I had that before the season. And here's the thing, though. I think going into 2016, I'm projecting a little bit here, but why not? Whoever loses this series, I'm going to pick them to win next year, you know? I think whoever loses this series is going to be so pissed off, is going to be so motivated to come back and win next year, pending certain free agent moves that need to be made, especially in Cleveland, because is Kevin Love leaving? If he leaves, that opens the door for someone else to come in. So that, now pending that, but so right now I have the Warriors winning this series. That means next year I'm picking the Cavs, and I'm fine with that prediction. If the Cavs win this series, I'm picking the Warriors, because they'll be back, they'll be motivated. Motivation is a big thing in this league. That's why the Spurs came back year after losing one that year. Whoever loses this series, I'm picking them to win next year, pending free agent decisions. But for now, Warriors winning this series. I think they're going to win today. I think they're going to lose 2 days or 3 days from today. I think they're going to lose game 2. I think they're going to, you know, go back and forth, but then they're going to win a critical game 5 in Golden State. When it's tied 2-2, and then they're going to win game 6, and then that will be the series. LeBron James will put up a hell of a fight, but he has not been playing that good. I mean, honestly, he has not been playing that good, and it blows my mind. I mean, how is he not playing that well, and yet Cleveland is going as far as they are? I mean, he's shooting 18% from three-point land. I think that was a statistic. That's awful. Oh my God, that is horrible. And that also factors into my decision. The great LeBron James is not playing well. J.R. Smith is his second best player right now. Kyrie Irving needs to show up. You need to pray. You need to cross your fingers and cross your toes that everyone on Cleveland is going to play the way that they should play. While Golden State, you know how they're going to play. We already know how they're going to play. Klay Thompson's healthy. Everyone's healthy. They've been playing. They've been rolling. I'm going to stick with that instead of projecting and predicting that Cleveland is now going to figure it out. I'm not going to do it. So anyway, James Carter TV. I will be back for my Game 1 recap. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.